You must watch this video completely, because this video can change your life. Every person in this world wants to see his life being enhanced. So there are many right ways and some wrong ways to enhance your life. So if no one will tell you the right way, then you will start looking for shortcuts to enhance your life. A person who goes to church and a person who goes to a bar both have the same purpose, they are both looking for the same thing. If you or someone else smokes a cigarette, consumes alcohol continuously, that is just for a kick, but that method is wrong, and why so? Means if I am consuming alcohol and I feel amazing for a few hours, then it is a good thing. Isn't my life improved for a few hours? So the fact is that the universe operates on the principle of balancing. And everything balances itself. So after drinking alcohol you will be in ecstasy for a few hours, but that few hours will load 10 days of your life. The normal fun that you get in 10 days, because you have experienced the fun of that 10 days by compressing it in just a few hours. Then when you will get up the next day, then you will have withdrawal symptom for the coming days. You will not like anything, why not? Because you have experienced the fun of that much duration at one place. You will be out of balance, so you will consume the same thing again the next day, and in more quantity, to feel as good as yesterday. With more consumption, physical effects will also start happening along with mental effects. With intoxication, you want to take yourself forward by making your life better, but intoxication takes you back. Nowadays almost every other person is suffering from this problem, and if you do not do it, then you should consider yourself very lucky. And if you do it, then you need to think about it through your heart. If you have to become addicted, then be addicted of success, addicted to love, addicted to money, or addicted to fitness. Because all this is such an addiction that if you do, then the world praises you. And when the world praise you, then the feeling will be far more better than cigarettes or the intoxication of alcohol. If you understand addiction scientifically, then maybe it will change your life. The main cause of addiction is the chemicals that are filled in your brain. You must have studied about many chemicals in chemistry. In the same way there are many chemicals in your brain like endorphins, serotonin, oxytocin, and the most important dopamine. You might have seen such huge chemical plants. But perhaps you do not know that the world's most powerful chemical factory is inside your brain. Oxytocin. When you hug someone, or shake hands with someone, or touch someone, then a chemical called oxytocin is released in your brain. Oxytocin is released in friendship, love, or when you walk by holding someone's hand. Oxytocin is also called the chemical of bonding. It might happen to you that if you like a person and that person is around you, then you feel complete. And when that person goes away from you, then your mind also goes towards him. That person becomes the center of your universe. All this is due to oxytocin chemical. Serotonin. Remember the moment when someone has praised you, or has said something nice about you in front of everyone. Then you feel very good inside. Actually, it is only because of serotonin. Endorphins. When you exercise or do any other physical activity, then you feel good, because then you are doing the work that your body is desiring. Dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical that is released while consuming cigarettes, alcohol, or drugs or other addictive things. The chemical that comes out during love is also dopamine. But the fact is that during love, endorphin, serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, all chemicals are released together tremendously. Remember the moment when you see someone and you get an out-of-the-world feeling, the love at first sight. This is what happens at that time. The feeling that happens at such a time is more than that of the drugs. It can be even more addictive than the drugs. So this is the reason for all that, the release of all the chemicals at once. So, why did I just told you about these chemicals? This is because I don't want you become a slave of these chemicals. And be conscious, go over it and understand, yes, what is happening to me. Whether it is intoxication or some other chemicals, you need to bring them in the right direction. be such that you don't get dopamine from drugs but from success. If 90% of humanity is a slave to these chemicals, then I want you to be one of those 10% people. I want you to be the one who is free from all these things, who is free from the addictions, who have total control over himself. Addiction is just a trap and nothing more. Such a trap that makes you travel to heaven for a while. But it gives you hell for the rest of your life. The most amazing thing about life is that whether it's a worm walking on the grass, or you, everyone wants to live their life in the best way possible. And if you take the help of drugs to live your life in the best possible way, then no power in this universe will be able to save you from your downfall. Many great men tell you that happiness comes from heart, causeless happiness, and all that. But all these things only sound good. In reality, only very few people can experience causeless happiness. So, I will not tell you such things. Rather, I will say that, try to find happiness which is materialistic. Because material satisfaction is necessary at a young age. Make connections with people, earn money, do what makes you happy, because happiness is possible from outside, and this is called materialistic happiness. The more you will live in the reality, the more happy you will be. You are a human body, and when a human body sees another human body, most of you will start thinking of either of these two things. Whether he is above or below me in status, and does it matters to me or not. But guys, I don't want you to be like that. When you look at someone, you must try to find something good about the person. Start respecting everyone, no matter what is his status. Because when you start giving respect to everyone, then you will become ego-less. And when you are ego-less, then the success follows you. And one more thing, that when you will have less ego, then you cannot go towards intoxication, because intoxication always increases your ego. You must have noticed that after drinking alcohol, people start talking like that which you would never have imagined. He is able to do this because of fake confidence. So if can show your confidence without intoxication, then you are the real hero. Now, give respect doesn't mean you're shutting down everywhere. You should show your ego where it is needed. But in normal circumstances, you should always speak ego-less. You must have noticed that, when you see successful people, are likely to be humble. So, most you will say that he is successful so he is humble. This is wrong, but because he is humble, he is successful. The human brain has evolved like this, that when you do something that makes your survival easy, then your brain releases the feel-good chemicals like dopamine. To get good marks in exam, earn money, building body, these all are such things which will help you for your longer survival. Actually, drugs, alcohol, and all this kind of addictive things falsely tricks your brain and makes it feel like it is boosting your survival, but it doesn't. That's why the brain starts releasing good chemicals during intoxication. Means intoxication is equivalent to deceiving your mind. If you have been successful, then dopamine is released in your mind, then you and your mind both will be happy. Actually, if anything good happens in your life and dopamine is released in your brain, then there is no harm in it. But if dopamine is coming out in your brain while intoxicated, then it is a bad thing. So that's what traps you in fake happiness. Now, let me tell you some facts about addiction. So the age of 10 is when most of the boys and girls in today's time do intoxication for the first time. Tobacco and alcohol come first and second on the list of intoxications. Intoxication is involved in more than 50% of traffic accidents. Nowadays people are taking painkiller in the form of intoxication. One such thing which is used to reduce pain is nowadays working as drugs at the time of overdose. Due to intoxication in this world, a loss of over $1 billion is caused every year. So at the end, I will just like to say that you should give your career and your goals the most priority, not to any kind of addiction. So that's all for today. Hope so you like the video. If then, please subscribe this channel and also share this video. It gives us real motivation. Thank you.